In this section, you will be presented with hypothetical student counselling services, and in each case we would like you to choose which counselling service you prefer. The services will be described by 5 characteristics. The first is the method for making initial contact with the counselling service. This first contact with the counselling service can be made through a drop-in clinic that is run daily, by phoning the counselling service, or online through a counselling service website. The second factor I would like you to take into account is the waiting time for the first appointment with the counsellor. This ranges from 1 week to 4 weeks. Please note that in emergency cases, students will be treated as a priority, and so these waiting times apply to non-emergency cases only. The third factor I would like you to consider is extended opening hours. If the counselling service offers extended opening hours, it means that early morning or late evening appointments are available to students. Otherwise, appointments are only available between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. The fourth factor I would like you to take into account is how often the counselling service informs students about the services that they offer. This information is provided directly to students, and it can be provided on a one-off basis during orientation, twice a year at the beginning of each term, or 4 times a year at the beginning and end of each term. Finally, each counselling service will come at a cost to you in the form of a student levy. The student levy would be used to generate ring-fenced funding for counselling services in higher education institutions. This can help us to find out how much you value the services. In our questions, the student levy ranges from €20 per year up to €80 per year. This must be paid by all students, and it would not be covered by a student grant. Therefore, when answering the questions, please take into account how much of a student levy you can afford. So you'll be presented with a series of choice cards that look like this sample choice card. On each choice card, you will have the choice between 3 options: A, B or C. For example, in this case, if you choose option A, then initial contact with the counselling service is made online. The waiting time for the first appointment with the counsellor is 4 weeks, and extended opening hours are available. The service provides information on the services that they offer on a one-off basis during orientation, and the service would involve a student levy of €20 per year. Options A and B will vary as you go from one choice card to the next, but option C is the same throughout. Option C is like an opt-out option. You can choose this if you don't like what the other options have to offer. There are no right or wrong answers. We are just interested in your opinion.